Hey guys, welcome back to Mom Likely. I want to get straight into the video. Today we're going to be doing some cleaning. I need to declutter a closet. I also have a little bit of laundry to fold, and towards the end we're also going to cook some food. Me and Jordan made a roast, so I just figured I would take you along while we did that. And I gotta be honest, my plan for this video for this week that I was filming this was to do a whole house clean with me, but I was kind of like mentally spent, so I didn't really have it in me to clean the whole house. I just really didn't feel like it really needed it to begin with, so I went ahead and did this main area. I wanted to make sure that I got something done that I don't typically do, so that way like I'm still getting to like some extra tasks, but it's not extra taxing, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to clean under the couches, move the furniture out, and then I'm going to declutter the closet. So this cleaning motivation is brought to you by, hey, don't really want to do this, but we're about to do it anyway. All right, let's go. Yes, but first, something that we got to do before we can do the things. Okay.
Are you happier now, love? Still wander the city streets. It's getting easier with love. It's getting easier with love. As dawn breaks the darkness, a new day begins. I feel cold and heartless. I've run myself thin, like the distant star. Have you traveled far? I miss you in my arms. You're like my lucky charm. Are you happier now, love? Still wander the city streets. It's getting easier with love. Though you're the beat of my aching heart. Happier, happier. Are you happier, my heart? Happier, happier. Are you happier, my aching heart? I see you in my dreams. I'm about to ask how you've been. My bed's huge, my roof's low. The walls are caving in, like a distant star. Have you traveled far? I miss you in my arms. You're like my lucky charm. Are you happier now, love? Still wander the city streets. It's getting easier with love. Though you're the beat of my aching heart. Happier, happier. Are you happier, my heart? Happier, happier. Are you happier, my aching heart? Though our world is apart, I'll be rooting for you. Though our world is apart, I'll be rooting for you.
So while I was taking care of some things on the inside, the kids were outside. I sent them outside to clean up the dog poop, made them work together on it. And while they were out there, they decided to rescue a moth. They ended up finding this little moth in the yard and playing with the neighborhood cats. They ended up building this cute little moth garden near a tree. It was just so cute. They gave it like a little archway and rocks and stuff, and it was really adorable. They had a good time out in the yard. Something that's easy to overlook in your house that needs to be addressed is like any fans or air purifiers. Make sure you're changing out your air filters or dusting your fans. I just did a quick dusting with just a brush that I had here. This is good for removing like thick dust on things. Just shake some of this off of there. I didn't go to the extreme of like getting every little inch on the inside, but it made it a lot better, and it'll help the air fare a little better. Something that I haven't been doing that I recently forgot about is while I'm mopping the floor, adding a few drops of essential oil to the mop bucket water. It just helps with the aroma while cleaning. You know, it's kind of like burning a candle, except, you know, not. But that really makes me like mopping the floor a lot more. I love being able to mop the floor here. I really hate crumbs on my feet, so I like when the floor is nice. Having the quick cordless vacuum makes like cleanup so easy, opposed to like the taxing and the time that takes with a broom. It's just so quick to grab that vacuum real quick and, you know, clean it up, especially with the massive amount of dog hair. You literally seen that big old clump that came out of the vacuum. I have to do that probably once a week. It does pretty good job at picking it up on the hard floor, but I still have to kind of unclog it once a week because there's a lot of dog hair. Well, the kids were still enjoying their time outside, so I went ahead and started to declutter the closet. It wasn't awful. Like, I didn't have a plan for like organizing the closet. I just know we've been here now for like I think 7-8 months. So we just been kind of throwing stuff in that closet. Like, my intention was never anything specific, so I didn't have any specific organization. It's just for dropping coats, and then I keep like the winter hats and stuff in there. And then I also have my organizer where I keep all my gift wrapped, so if we're on our way out the door and we need something, tissue paper or whatever, I just pull it out of this closet. But other than that, it's just kind of been a drop zone for some things that need to just kind of be decluttered. Bags, some random junk, and then of course just cleaning up this entryway. If you'll notice, recently I haven't been taking my vacuum underneath my baseboard heating, and that's because we have down diatomaceous earth underneath the baseboard. So if you've seen when I moved out the couches and you've seen like some white powder stuff under the boards, that's what that is, because there was just a bunch of silverfish and spiders all over. So I literally put that all over the house, and I've just left it down. And yeah, it's been taking care of that. So I leave it all around like the door frame area and all that. So that's why I haven't been like vacuuming under there or mopping under there in these videos. I also really recommend it if you have fleas, or if you also have ants, because ants were like becoming a real issue. I also have ant traps everywhere, but as soon as I put down this diatomaceous earth, they went away within a couple days, and I ain't seen them since.
Baby, I don't need you to tell me you were wrong. Swear my mind erased you the moment we were done. All out of me, you're all out of me. I'm finally free, it's all good. I'll be fine, and you'll keep on breaking hearts for fun. 1, 2, 3. I don't wanna see your face again, and I'll never let you near my friends. It's a shame that this is how it ends, but I wanna say thank you for nothing, 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 nothing. I wanna say thank you for nothing, 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 nothing. I wanna say thank you for nothing. Shame on me for trusting a liar with my heart. Shame on you for mindlessly tearing it apart. All out of me, you're all out of me. I'm finally free, it's all good. Make believe, it's all that it was right from the start. I don't wanna see your face again, and I'll never let you near my friends. It's a shame that this is how it ends, but I wanna say thank you for nothing, 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 nothing. I wanna say thank you for nothing, 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 nothing. I wanna say thank you for nothing. I wanna say it. I wanna say it, yeah, yeah. I wanna say it. Thank you for nothing. I don't wanna see your face again, and I'll never let you near my friends. It's a shame that this is how it ends, but I wanna say thank you for nothing, 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 nothing. I wanna say thank you for nothing, 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 nothing. I wanna say thank you for nothing.
So I had a lot of random cleaning supplies in here as well, and what I end up doing is we have this like armoire thing in the laundry room, so I've just been trying to put like extra cleaning stuff downstairs in that area. I left this Swiffer wet jet up here just because sometimes Connor gets excited when people come in, and sometimes he pees on the floor, so I want to fill that up and just have that available. Then that way it makes it a little bit easier for the kids to go ahead and clean up after that, and I don't have to actually like put water in my bucket and, you know, do all that jazz. So just as a quick spot mop cleaner, and I'll keep that in there. Otherwise, it was really simple to get all this stuff in order. I just have one bin here full of all our like winter hats and gloves, and then I had like my shopping bags that needed to be reorganized into one bag, and then I shoved that in my car, and then some trash, and some other random things. There was some like shoe covers left in this closet when we moved in, so I just kept those and left those in there because why not. And then got rid of random hangers. The flag that was in there, we tried to put that outside, but it just didn't work, so we have to find an alternative way to set it up. So I just put that in the garage for now. But otherwise, this is all organized. I didn't want to be too steadfast with organizing in here because this closet doesn't really have a purpose. We have a lot of space here. The really only main thing that needs organizing is the hats and gloves. So maybe in the future I'll get like some cute little baskets for down there. But really, otherwise, this just kind of, you know, this just kind of does the trick. It just needed to be tidied up and decluttered a little bit, see what's what, and get rid of the trash. Cleaning up some touch points around the house helps a lot. Yeah, cleaning my cleaning utensils, on the other hand, I haven't gotten to in a while. As a dog mom, it feels kind of, well, daunting and irritating to clean the vacuum often because it just gets so filthy because of the dogs. But I really do need to clean it, so I need to like get on that because I haven't cleaned it in a very, very long time. although I know that commitments and our goals are important, as I just talked about, you know, in the beginning of the video, I wanted this to be a whole house cleaning video. I really wanted to get the whole house clean this week all at one time. I haven't cleaned out my vacuum in a while, and you know, that's been on my heart. You know, not very heavy, but still heavy. But that still brings me to kind of what I want to talk about, which is, you know, just forgiving yourself, learning to forgive yourself sometimes. Sometimes that's just what you need to do. Heavy with me though right now. I had a breakdown a few weeks back where, you know, I was having like a very hard day, and I was like crying. I was everywhere, and like, you know, nothing was making sense to me. You know, and I just prayed about it, and I was just driving, and I was, you know, kind of frantic. I was kind of screaming out, in all honesty. And, you know, I just asked, like, please remove the evils from my life. Please remove, you know, the evil spirits and the demons from my family, from my kids, from my life, and allow us, you know, health and healing. And I don't know, it just seems like, man, there's been a lot going on over the last few weeks, and I never really look at things like, why always me? I always try to figure out, you know, the more positive side of things, which, you know, in some regards that can be a not good way to fare with things, especially because sometimes you have to go through things to get through things and get over them. And then there's that classical saying of, you know, don't be mad about what you prayed for. This is what you prayed for. And it's like you forgot. And sometimes it's not always done in your way, but it's always on the right time. But in other regards, you know, it's a really great way to keep yourself going. But yeah, sometimes you just have to forgive yourself for the things that are happening, or things that you did wrong, or things that you didn't do your best. And, you know, just figure out what you want the future to look like. You know, how do you want to move forward with yourself? What kind of person do you want to be? You know, and do you want to revisit those things that you might have let yourself down about, or, you know, didn't get to? Because sometimes even just holding on to things when, you know, we kind of didn't get to them, or it was like something else that we feel like we should have done, you know, it gives us that resentment with ourselves, you know, and then like we start getting down on ourselves. So I guess basically what I'm trying to say is, this week, if you're struggling with something that, hey, you didn't get to it, something's been on, you know, your to-do list, or something that's been going on in your life, like give yourself a little bit of forgiveness. A lot of times we did the best that we can. We did the best that we could have in the situations and moments at the time. Something you always hear is like, you know, you do the best you can with what you have at the current time. And so if you've grown and you've learned and you've you know, you've realized things, then you can move different moving forward. But that still takes forgiving yourself, because it wasn't a you problem. It was just a circumstance. So yeah, so if you need to forgive yourself this week, and you're also looking to just get rid of some extra garbage, do that now.
Cause
So I recently needed to replace a bunch of sponges, so I got a bunch of different options from Dollar Tree. This is a new one that they had. It was the shiny and steel version. It's like a kind of like scratch safe steel wool type deal on top, and then like a sponge on the other side, so some kind of dupe. I can say that it worked really well with the product for this particular stovetop. I don't know if this is all white stovetops. This is my first one, but every time after you cook, every single time it leaves a marking, or it leaves on like a burnt on thing. I don't know if it's my pans, because my pans are kind of old, but they honestly don't have any coatings. They're all stainless steel, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But nonetheless, I have to do this deep cleaning very often. Sometimes like I'll just clean my stove at the end of the day and I don't deep clean it like with the product and sponge, but I still sanitize it and like wipe it down. So that's what I was doing here, testing out the sponge. It worked really good, so I'll be repurchasing this. We did start trying to make some cookies. I think, did I talk about it in my last video? I can't remember. So yeah, we tried to make some cookies and they didn't turn out great, so we're gonna retry them. But that led me into realizing there's a lot of stuff in our kitchen that we don't have that would be useful. So I'm starting to think maybe I want to hit up some thrift stores and see if I can find anything, like any, gems to add to the kitchen collection, and otherwise also pick out some new cookware. There's a couple pots I know I want to get, and then I need like some actual utensils as well. So we'll see, but I'm excited about that. So this problem could be from my pans, the fact that it happens after each cook time, but I don't know. Either way, our pans are pretty old. Most of them are all like 7 years old. So at this point, I think like it's reasonable to upgrade, I don't know.
I'm a drop in the ocean, just a face in a crowd waiting to be seen. Big dreams set in motion. I wanna go where no one's ever been. I would climb the highest mountain. I would dive the deepest sea, just so I could make you feel what I feel. Aiming for the sky. Yeah, I really thought we'd make it. Got my head in the clouds, but I can see the world from up here. From up here.
sunflower.
Now moving on to quick make some dinner on this day. We wanted to go ahead and prepare a roast. I usually get anywhere from like a 2 to 4 pound roast for the 4 of us, and I always end up giving the dogs some of the veggies and some of like the juice in their food. But we just start off by cleaning up our carrots and potatoes and cutting those up. Jordan's always up to help me cook. She's always down for whatever, really. So what I try to do to get her in the kitchen cooking with me is I try to tell her what to do and then allow her to have like tasks of her own. That way, you know, not necessarily to help me with each task, but give her her own tasks. I think that's helped her to really want to get involved. She really enjoys cooking, trying to cook different things, cooking different ways, cutting, peeling, chopping, seasoning everything. So that's really how she helps in the kitchen. I try to get my older daughter Savannah involved too, but she just doesn't like it as much. But I try to pull her in every so often too, so she can still at least learn how to cook. It's really funny because Jordan always tells me, she goes, man, you know, Savannah's not going to know how to cook. I'm going to have to be cooking for her and her kids. She's super funny like that, but she loves cooking. So I like to pair my roast with carrots and potatoes. I haven't used celery recently. I've only been using carrots and potatoes. And for the potatoes, I've been using the yellow gold ones. I just feel like those ones are better for chunks of potato inside of the dish itself, because I like to prepare my roast in the crock pot. But I do use the two-step method, and I do sear it in the pan prior to putting it in the crock pot. You guys, being an adult is so hard. Like, I was quickly humbled, specifically this year, on the cool kids. So I know you've probably heard at this point. If you haven't, that's good, because what's worse is that the kids, like, their lingo, man, the skibbity Ohio Riz and this mewing, it's just crazy. So check out Jordan's mew. This is mewing all day. Hand claps and mewing and skibbity Ohios. And I'm just like, what the heck's happened here? You're a skibbity toilet. Do your chores. You know what I'm saying? But it's really funny because, like, one day you're just like in and like you're just doing your thing, living your life, and you're just like, oh, this is new, this is hot. And the next minute you wake up and like your kids are older and you're like, what the hell are you talking about? So yeah, that's hit me hard this year, more than any years past with the words, because like they're taking on whole new languages. It's insane. So here what we're doing is preparing our broth. So we cut up our veggies, we're adding those to the crock pot, and now I'm preparing some broth. I like to just keep broth that are the broth cubes to make mine, instead of running out to the grocery store or stocking up on canned broth and stock. I just use these little cubes for either. I use them interchangeably. I just use hot water in the microwave. I'll heat it up real quick in a measuring cup, and then we break up and add a few of these to the cup and stir them until our cup or two of broth is ready. So that's how I do all the broth for the recipes that I do here. In this one here, what it called for was I just did a cup of water and we used 2 beef stock cubes. That's what we ended up using. So for the roast itself, I have this one here, and my pan, this one, you'll see in a minute. That's why I want to replace this pan, because I think it's just kind of like really old and kind of done for. I would love to try my hand upgrading to a cast iron for this specifically, because I know it just would turn out like so beautiful. But regardless, this is how I do it. So we just season it up real good. The seasonings we use are garlic powder, which is great for crisping, garlic salt, and then what else have we used? I think just salt, pepper, maybe some steak seasoning, and then minced garlic. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the main go-tos. So you just want to put like a little bit of butter in your pan, and then let your pan get really, really hot first, and then add your butter. And then you sear your roast on all sides. So you want to do like the first side, the second side, and you want to try to get like those in-betweens as well, like the thickness of the cut of meat, if you've never cooked a roast before. So that's how you do it when you sear it. And the trick is, I don't think this sear came out as good as the last one I did, because this roast was a little bit larger. Like, honestly, this pan was probably a little small for this roast. That's probably why. But what you're trying to do is sear it. So you're trying to crisp and cook the outside on a quick sear, and that helps to lock in all the flavors and juices. And then it also helps, like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? It creates like a good crust layer out of like all the seasonings and stuff that you add to it, and it cooks beautifully. This one didn't do as well. That's why I've been mad at this pan, but that's the thing that you're going for when you do up a roast. So specifically for this one, I don't think it just wasn't going as good as it should have been. I just think this pan is kind of done for. I don't know, I've never worn out a pan before, as I've only really had pans for like 10 years, and this one's like the oldest pan that I have. So I think it's the pan itself, but it started to, quite frankly, like burn rather than sear, I think, sooner than when I wanted to flip it. So the crust didn't turn out how I wanted it exactly, but when this roast was done, it still cooked beautifully. So I put it into the crock pot for, I believe, 6 hours is what I cooked it on high, and it turned out really fantastic. So it was very moist, it was very soft, very flavorful. So the trick is, once you're all done, you just want to put your roast on top of your veggies. You don't want to submerge your roast into the juices with your vegetables. You want to put it on top of your vegetables and then add your liquid. And if there's like a little bit more liquid than you think it should have, it's going to work out, as long as it's around like a cup or so. If you'd like to make a gravy, you can put in a little bit extra, but honestly, like, by the time you take that roast out and like your veggies are sitting in there and everything cools, it kind of gives it like a nice little, you know, mesh of flavors and gravies on its own. It doesn't end up being too watery.
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when he's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that he moves and the way that he laughs, so I can't get enough. Thinking about him.
Okay, so even though I didn't get everything done that I originally planned in my plan, I think I still got a lot done this week in terms of just staying on top of things. I didn't get nothing done. So I hope you get up after watching this and you get something done too, because the whole point is to have that cleaning motivation. Even though I really enjoyed your visit, let me know anything new that's going on down in the comments. Say hi. And that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to give this video a like and turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next one. Bye.
If you want, I can be your friend.